Hello, this is Kirk with Outlaw Audio. How y'all doing today? Today we starting over. We're gonna change the way I've been about doing things. I kind of lost sight of what I wanted to do here at Outlaw, and the last couple of weeks I've had family things I had to take care of, and just really sat back and thought about the direction I was going. So we're gonna change directions just a little bit, and we're gonna start first of all with how to plan your first audio system. I want to teach y'all, the beginners, things that I didn't have taught to me that cost me a lot of money and time. So maybe this will help y'all. To tell you a little bit about myself, I started car audio back in the 80s. The big names are Kicker. False Gate was, only line they had was the punch. You had Eminem, Godfather subwoofers. They were the subs to have, besides Kicker. You had Hyphonics was a brand that was king. They built some good, stout equipment. If it said it put out 1,000 watts, it put out 1,000 watts. And JL Audio or Ryan didn't exist at the time. So I got a lot of experience, and hopefully I can teach y'all something. I'm gonna be looking down here at my notes so I don't miss anything. I think one of the first things that you have to talk about or think about is your budget. The budget is very important. Don't try and build an SPL system or watch a bunch of SPL videos your first time out. You're going to crash and burn. You're going to be unhappy with your progress and what you do. I mean, unless you just got empty pockets and you're going to let someone build it for you. You know, if you got them kind of deep pockets, then go for it, you know. But I'm talking to the guys that are going to build theirs themselves. First thing, your budget. Set a budget and try and stick to it. But no, it's going to grow. And you may have to go one piece at a time. And it may take you over a year to build the stereo. That's fine. You're building it for you, for no one else. So take your time. Don't cut corners. And build it for yourself. To get what you want out of it. Now me, I'm of the SQL world, which is sound quality loud. Back in the 80s, if you competed, sound quality was part of it. Nowadays, you can compete and not be in the sound quality world. So I'm a big believer in, as you can see right here, Kill Matt. I started out with Dynamat in the 90s, but for what it costs, it's just not worth it. I've used Kill Matt and got the same results, you know, and that's an important part to me, in my opinion, of building a stereo. The most important part of building every stereo is the wiring and power. You can't make power without power, electricity. So don't skimp on wiring. Don't buy smaller wire, cheaper wire. If you build that part of your stereo cheap, you're going to be disappointed in all the rest. Because you have to have Cadillac parts in your electrical for your amps to do what they're going to do. For them to make the power they were meant to make. So spend your money very wisely on that. Do your research. Research companies. Ask me questions and comments. I use welding wire for my power wire. And on another video, I'll explain why. But, you know, you just got to go into the system for yourself. And, you know, you start thinking about your build, what you want your stereo to do, what the level of performance you want from it. Okay, then you start thinking about how you want to go about doing it, putting your steps together. First step for me is sound deadening. Then I go into head unit. I always build my mids and highs first. So like that, I got a good sounding stereo to listen to till I get the rest built. Wire comes probably most of the time before the mids and highs, depending on the amps I'm gonna run or what I got to do to the vehicle. But usually you should start with your wiring first. A good rule of thumb is to start at the front of the vehicle and work your way to the back. Be open to brand change. Don't be a fanboy and just get a brand because everyone else gets it. Research all the brands. Learn TS parameters for subwoofers so you know which subwoofers will work best in your application. Don't try and put subwoofers too big in a vehicle that they won't fit. You just could choke them. If you try and put a 15 in the space of a 10, I can make that 10 louder than a 15. You know, you wasted money. Go on YouTube and watch MBE Enclosures. When he sits at his table and talks about subwoofers, this man is given a lesson in science. He's smart. He knows what the deal is. He's a beast when it comes to building boxes. Go to Mousetrap Gang or Mousetrap Audio. He's been installing since he was very young, and he does great how-to videos. Jerry Ain't Loud, Parker the Basshead, EXO. Just watch all these guys, pick up some of their stuff from each one, and then comment and ask questions. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. But remember, as you build, things are going to change. You're going to look at things different. I've designed my amp rack several times over and over, and now I finally got a design that I'm going to love, that if I'd have went with the first one, I wouldn't have been happy, and I'd have been rebuilding the amp rack over again. Just wasting money. So, I don't want to get too long-winded in all of this, but just try and plan out as much as you can. This stereo, I turned it over in my mind and on paper for a year before I started. I bought the head unit a year ago. I bought the Polk Audio component speakers a year ago. I bought the Zapco amps 6 months ago. You know, I bought the sound deadening probably 8 months ago. And I'm just getting to where I'm putting it in. So, build it for you. Don't let nobody rush you. Don't let nobody tell you that, oh, this is better than that, because everything in the car audio is a give and a take. You're going to give something up to get something else. So just do your research and build for yourself. Please like, subscribe, comment, ask questions. I would love to answer all of y'all's questions. And I will be dropping a video in the next day or two probably on the very starts of this system. Watch my other videos. Some were about sound deadening and a few other things. So I'm looking forward to our new journey together. Thank you, and I'll be talking to y'all soon. And God bless all of you.